How is everybody doing today? Just going live for some free questions, one question per person, $10 for messages from your DM, $20 for a mini, and $40 for a full reading. So how's everybody doing today? Going to be doing some live one question per person. Free readings. If you're looking for something deeper, we can do that as well during this time. Just waiting on my co-host Susan. If you have a question that you'd like to ask at a card pull, we just ask that you put your name into the comments and just give us a, let us know what the question is in the comments. And please like, follow, share, and subscribe. So free one question per person card readings today. If you have a question, just pop it in. I'm just waiting on my co-host. Be probably getting on in a few minutes. How is everybody doing today? And we'll start doing some collective reads and a free question. How is everybody doing today? We are live. We're going to be doing some free questions. Will you physically see B in September, Jen? Well, let's find out. Let's ask the yes or no question from the universe. So bear with me while I find my yes and no deck. And let's see what we got. Spirit, what will Jen physically see B in September? All right, so Spirit has given us 3 cards. I'm not going to take 3 cards, Spirit. I'm only going to take on 1 card. So bear with me. Spirit, yes or no, will Jen physically see B in September? I only want 1 card this time, Spirit. I'm not taking these multiples. Okay. Spirit's giving me a yes and a no. So I think it's up in the air right now. I'm going to see what the energies are with that. If you can bear with me for a second here. Jen, sometimes Spirit won't give you an answer because it's dependent on some other things. But we'll see it one more time. Will she physically see B? Give me the energies on that, Spirit. No, there's definitely an attraction there, Jen, and there's chemistry. So I feel the cards are with you. I'm not sure about timing, and that's when you see that maybe, that's yes, no. Let's see what the messages on it. No is heavy energy, blocked, weighed down by worry, and yes is ripe for the picking, perfect timing, get ready. So I think your person is kind of flipping and flopping back and forth. We'll see what wins out in the end, though. This timing is not ready to be set, and sometimes they do that because they want it to be a surprise. They don't want you to know the answer ahead of time. So just set your intentions and make sure that those intentions are positive. So, hello everybody. Susan has just joined. We are doing live 1 question per person. We just ask that you like, follow, share, and subscribe to the channel. Looks like somebody's got a little coffee today.
Yeah, I'm just laughing. Donald Duck's here, love and light. Oh, it's gonna be a fun night. Doc
Yes, it is.
Good evening, everyone. Denise, MJ. All right, so we're on. We're going to do later evenings now instead of mornings. So we'll be doing these collective. It's the 99 portal, as well as we'll be bringing in some messages. You can each ask one question per person and get a free one. And then, as Larry said, we'll be doing some other minis. You can do a full, Larry does light language to make sure you're following him and going onto his YouTube channel. I just created mine last night. We both do reading, and then I do some Reiki. You can tap into your Akashic, do some somatic healing, as well as some life path, whatever you need guidance on. So please pop your question in the chat. I can't see his chat. We can only see each other, so we will tag team, and depending on who you want to answer the question, whether it is love, career, advice, where you're going on your soul purpose, this 99 portal should be pushing you into that, into your gifts. So, hi, Brittany. How is everyone tonight? So,
Why don't you give me your YouTube channel? Because she's going to start to be putting content onto her YouTube channel, and it's going to need some subscribers. So why don't you give everybody your YouTube channel and tell us a little bit about what you're going to be doing on that channel?
So it should be Susan Mahano, and instead of the 3 8s, it's 4 8s. And we created it last night, and we're going to be posting some of these as well as some of my Reiki healings, and really anything that we're going to be pulling together. So let us know and start following, as well as liking, sharing, and putting in any kind of questions you have in the chat, or whether you're just kind of sitting there. Let us know if you have any questions regarding Reiki, whether light language, readings, what you're here for, if some of you have any clues of why you're here, and what your purpose is, because we're going to be fully stepping into them in the next couple of months with all this craziness that's going to be going on. You need to really have your wits about you with all this emotional control that's going to be going on and fear tactics. So just trust everything's happening and everything has been taken care of and is on the right path. So don't get caught up in the storms.
So let's see what the dragons have to say. I'm getting called to pulling a couple dragon cards today. I think they're in a happy place today. They want to come out and shine, maybe do a little roar. So dragons, tell us what you want to tell for the collective while we're waiting for some questions to come in.
Mm-hmm.
All right, we've got two dragons that decided to come up and show. We have the white gold dragon from Lyra. Connects you to the highest Christ light. Develop your causal chakra. Bathe in 9-dimensional Christ light. Right, and for those of you that aren't religious or Christian, don't worry about the Christ name in it. That's a high-level energy. They sometimes call Christos, Christ. It's more about the energy, not so much about the name. Christ was just a prophet, somebody who was very highly developed, and that's why they gave it the name Christos. It's actually came before he came down. And we also have the sunshine yellow dragon to help you help animals, serve animals, heal, respect, and understand them. So we've got some really beautiful cards right here. And so let's get back into nature, work with the animals, and at the same time, try to raise your light up to the brightest bit by bringing it in from your causal chakra to the soul star chakra all the way down the line.
Right,
that's your message from the dragons.
Well, we pulled the root chakra, so if you pull to red, and let's see what charms we have, and I'll pull some cards as well. Let's see what we got. Definitely divinely guided. The cross coming out. A lot of you might be seeing dragonflies. If this is a message for you, definitely look that up. Yeah, I'm definitely even seeing owls, so wisdom is coming through for a lot of people right now. We have almost like the daffodil flower. Let's see what this one is. Oh, an elephant. It wouldn't be a reading without an elephant. So knowing how powerful and wise you are with the messages that you're getting. So let me do a couple of these sacred forest oracle, because I feel like we're called towards really figuring out why we're here. Welcome everyone. 5 is on here, so it's definitely a change. Let's see. Yeah, knowledge. Wow. Knowledge and wisdom. Wow. Double.
Can't make that up.
So that's what's coming through. You have to trust that the signs are coming in, the messages are coming through, and whether you're paying attention to them or not. And that is the number 1 card. So we're in this new beginning. I keep seeing it. I saw zeros on a license plate, 4 zeros today. So we are in this new, the ending of the old cycle, we are in the new one. Okay, so the knowledge card is the air spirit. It is basically inhale, take a moment to think things through, think as well as to feel the right direction, get clarity, and become focused before stepping forth. Take care to have thoughtful communication with others. So when you receive this card, you need to think things through. It's not the time to be impulsive. Do not react instinctively in situations and people because they're gonna try and throw you off your guard. Do your research, listen to others, speak your truth, take time to weigh your pros and cons in the situation. Okay, you're being guided. Just breathe through it with that knowledge. I'm not gonna read the whole thing, but let's see what the wisdom says. It is the owl spirit. Again, that owl is coming through, which we've gotten the charm. So she's looking like she's moving to calmer waters with this knowledge, and then look how lifted you are up and that you're protected. So the owl spirit is wisdom, trusting your ability to see the deepest truth in situations and in people. Wisdom is growing within you in mysterious ways beyond your awareness. This is a good time to sign up for inspirational courses. Messages from spirit are all around you. Look for them and trust what you feel. So this is pretty powerful. Knowledge, wisdom coming to you. Are you accepting it? Are you saying it? Are you being open to it?
All right. Let's see what the Oracle of Lights and Dreams. Do we have any questions yet?
I'm looking to see. Welcome everyone. The people who joined. I feel like they're popping on and popping off.
All right, I'm going to do some Oracle of Light and Dreams. Let's see what some light and dreams that we are getting for the collective spirit. Show me what the collective needs to know. Give me one more card. And I love this deck because it's a beautiful drawings, a nice watercolor pastel. And so the first one is Poppy. And if you look at her, she's got a little poppy in her head. She's also got a poppy in her hand, but her eyes, they're looking out. They're looking out, trying to see what's going on in the world, and she's pondering it. And I'm going to look this one up because I haven't seen Poppy that much. I see it as somebody who's kind of just planning things out. But this one's telling me it's forgiveness, right? Acknowledgement, emotions, letting it go, peace, right? And so as you can see, she is kind of just pondering on things, letting things go. And so Spirit's telling you, let things go. We know that there's a lot going on. There's a lot of things you're holding on to. Sometimes it's time to release it. You got to find out what it is that you need to release and then just let it go, let it flow, right? Close encounters. So this is another beautiful card. You can see she's got the nice pretty pink hair, but she's got an alien bubble on it, like she's in a spacesuit, right? And that, I don't know what that is. It's got little antennas on it, kind of like a monkey, but not. And so it looks like this one is being close to nature. Again, one I haven't really pulled yet. It's the first time I've ever pulled this card out. And that's explore, curiosity, adventure, wonder, joy. And so as you forgive, come into that childlike thing of joy. And last but not least, we have the cat's whiskers. And so we got the kitty cat with a Catwoman suit. And that one also, another one that I haven't not pulled out yet, and I've used this deck a lot. Unity, cooperation, collaboration, community, right? And so a lot of us are going to be called into that community, that collaboration with others to do your purpose, as Susan was getting into a little bit. But to get to that purpose, you have to practice forgiveness and flow. And you have to get back to that childlike wonder, the one that wants to explore, that allows that creativity come out, because you're going to be in communities and you're going to be creating things, right? And creating joy and creating happiness, because there is a lot of chaos out there and there's a lot of people that need you to help raise their vibration. So those are the messages from Spirit, from the Oracle of Light and Darkness. It looks like today's read is all light.
Yeah, well, just be aware, we are going through this. Turn that down, kind of music, but we are purging. So when we're going through the end of the cycle, we have to purge the old so that can't come into the new. So just know that and trust that whatever's coming up, emotions, let them go, accept them, know what they are. They're showing you what needs to be healed. They're showing you what you need to focus on, as well as just thank and move on. Okay, we're not going into the past. We're not focused on that. The town song is Summer Breeze, okay? So it's really just going with the flow right now of that summer breeze, okay? So welcome it in. Know that we're going through this. Know that you're guided. They're putting you on your path. So just trust that and stop fighting it. Because if you fight it, it's just going to be that much harder. Hi Venus, thank you for the heart. So really just trust your path. Trust you're being guided. Trust everything that's going on around you. Obviously do some protections if you feel the need to, but you are being guided, and trust in your power that there's nothing that, as long as you don't give it power around you, it will not have power around you. So it's all that learning experience on the spiritual journey of trusting yourself and putting up your boundaries for those people that might be in a bad space, but that you're in your power and that you're not going to let it affect you in your space.
So how about everybody who has experienced some of the energies this weekend? Why don't you put some comments in on how you experienced it? I know a lot of different people have experienced it differently, but there were a lot of energies coming in with the 9/9 portal. We're moving into the gateway of the eclipses, so and there's a few retrogrades going on. So there's a lot of energies, and they're pushing things out to us to see that we haven't wanted to look at in a very, very long time. And so if you guys are seeing that, you're not alone. A lot of us have all been going through it. We've been feeling the energies. Usually we get them a couple days ahead of time. But at the same point, maybe you've had some too. Why don't you pop it in the chat and, discuss it a little bit. And anybody who would like a card, please pop a question in.
Yeah, Purple Plasmy Tree Tarot, welcome Manny, Aladdin's on here, we got Donna, welcome, welcome, welcome. Put anything in the chat. If you have any questions, love, career, guidance. But also with those retrogrades, that was like the last revolution. So just know everything that's coming up is coming up to be shown for a reason for the changes to happen. So just feel into it, breathe into it, and don't feed into the chaos. Venus, does E have feelings for me? All right, Venus. Let's see.
All right, let's see if Venus is rising.
I know. I love Venus. That's a great. I love that. It's a great name. Does E have feelings? Of course. And yep. Yeah, let's see where E is in his head. Let's see. Let me get a clarification card for her. Ooh, someone is staying there. Ooh. Maybe I pop up surprise with E. So let's see what these fated encounters pull up for E. Let's see what E has to say. What's going on? Magical, obsessive, dedicated. Okay. Yeah. I'm getting he's a little bit one-tracked mind right now. That's okay. He's getting out of that. I'm working on that. A little bit too logical, too much in his head, not enough in his heart. But this is a spiritual relationship. Okay. So anything that's happening, towers to knock out, whatever is not working, and that it's all for both of your awakenings. So trust that. That was for Venus and E.
Awesome.
Yeah, those are good cards. Ooh, sunshine's here. We need some sunshine.
Yeah. We'll have a little rain in life, but without the rain, the plants don't grow. And you can't get those pretty flowers.
Right? Let me see. I like that. You're welcome. Does anyone else have a question? Hold on, let's see. I did a 9-day archangel ritual. Ritual ended today. I felt their energy. Oh, that's cool.
Fantastic.
That sounds like fun. Love it. Tamara, welcome. Yeah, I mean, these are times to start to hone in on your gifts, see what's going on, how you're feeling. I mean, I'm integrating a little bit from stuff, but it's just got to feel and flow through it, okay? Be very powerful, can be changing. We're expanding, we're growing, we're getting our gifts. So see how I'm feeling into your body. Some of us just need to go out and ground in nature. Some of us, are feeling it. I didn't really post much today, so I'll be back at it tomorrow, or I'll try and do one later tonight, we'll see. But
yeah, we had a really powerful healing session yesterday. We did for the 9/9 portal group healing. The replay is available, and it was extremely powerful. And so a lot of
Yes.
those energies are still grounding in. What we did is I brought in system upgrades and updates for everybody's operating system, because your body has an operating system just like a computer. It needs updates, it needs patching, it needs hardware upgrades. And so we brought in a lot of upgrades yesterday, along with filling it more with a frequency of love and removing a lot of dense energies that just no longer served us anymore. So we cut a lot of contracts, we cut a lot of cords and released it. But that integration does take time. And this is one thing I think a lot of people don't realize, is that you don't want to go like a Gatling gun of healings over and over again, if especially if you're doing a really strong one, because you need to give yourself, your body, your energy, all your other bodies, your emotional body, everything has to catch up to each other, and that takes a little time. And sometimes it's uncomfortable. I always coach this for my light language clients that get the full blown. When I do like a good 15 or 20-minute one, that's gonna really shock them off their feet and kind of move everything around a lot. And it sometimes can take up to a week for you to fully integrate. Sometimes it's a day. It really depends on how deep we're allowed to go. And in any of the other spiritual modalities, it's the same thing. Allow some time to integrate, allow yourself to ground, drink some water, just relax, and, let you move yourself back into your body again. So, with that, any questions?
Yeah. So everyone should be feeling it. Is everyone ready to just kind of step into more of their abundance timeline, their love, career, soul purpose? What is going on? How's everyone feeling?
Yeah, we actually even activated somebody's light language yesterday in the healing, which was really, really powerful. I was not expecting that, but man,
Yes, cool.
it came out, and it came out very strong. Usually, like when the light language comes out, it's like a word or two.
Yeah,
No, he had quite a few sentences, and that
absolutely.
was super powerful. Yeah, it was
That's
really,
pretty
really an
cool.
amazing experience.
So just know everything's within you. It's not necessarily that we have to trigger it, but it is helpful to be around people that are at a higher vibration, that know what they're doing, and help you tune into it, help you do it. So, hi everyone. Pop it in your question in the chat. How's everything going? Otherwise, I'm going to pull some collective messages from your higher selves and see what's going on.
Yeah, we all like the higher self messages, because it's nice to get a little something from somebody up there that's watching it from a much higher plane, that maybe can give us an explanation of what's going on down in our 3D that we can't see.
Yeah, so know your higher self is always guiding you. Oh, that's fast. Wow. Okay. Yeah. Just to know that a lot of you are here on this important mission. So you guys are here for a reason. There's a lot of starseeds here, and that's what we're here to guide. Your
To say
soul
the
has an
least.
important mission to fulfill in this lifetime. Search within and go and discover. So this is what we are here to help you uncover why you're here. Okay. Do not force solutions. Just don't force your gifts. Don't force it. Everything's within you. It's just about letting it come out. So try not to force everything. It will come out when it's ready. When you're feeling healing, not everything can be fixed. Sometimes you have to let things die and let the new beginning. So that means if something's getting taken away from you, just trust it. That's no longer serving you. They will take it away. Taking those first steps towards that goal. So taking those first steps so the universe can join you, and not knowing the outcome. Okay, just don't stay where you are. Okay, it's a matter of trusting and taking those steps towards where you're supposed to be going, so they can kind of start to meet you there. Some of you are almost there, so you're really working towards it. You have come this far to get where you are. The seeds are planted for this beginning. So really don't give up. I feel like a lot of us have been beat up, crushed like the diamond, and we're exhausted. So if you need to feel like you need to rest, but just know, don't give up on why you're here. We knew this wasn't going to be an easy transition, as well as the time to be down here, but we chose it for a reason. So just know that and trust that. What you will allow will continue. So if you want to stay in an old cycle, you can. This is really telling you to be careful of getting stuck in any kind of cycles or what you're allowing. So there's a reason you're being taught to build up your boundaries. You're currently being challenged, so making sure you're saying no and not giving your power away is really important. All right, and then just knowing you are on, I wanted to fall off, right path. That was weird. Wanted to fall. So just know and trust that you are always on your right path. And then on the other bottom is obsession. No amount of obsessing is going to make the situation better. Find a way to let go. So stop obsessing. If something's not working, there's a reason. Let it go. Surrender. We're seeing a lot of that right now. We need to really surrender to what we're being guided to. Okay, so we don't always know, and this is why the higher self is really trying to guide you, because otherwise we can self-sabotage ourselves. Says anyone. So let me know if this resonated, if you guys understand what the higher self is. I can explain that as well. So it's almost like your oversoul. We only have fragments that are down here. So our oversoul is always watching over us, almost like we're in this video game and they can see from a higher perspective. So once you start doing the healing and getting out of the 3D into the 4D and into more of the higher realms, you'll start to connect more with your crown. What is this? Pregnancy? Not sure, Venus. What are you asking for pregnancy? I don't really do pregnancy.
Yeah, we generally don't do pregnancy because this is technically set for entertainment purposes. We're not doctors, and we don't want to give you something that you're going to say, well, you said I was pregnant and I'm not. You said it was going to be a boy and it turns out to be a girl, right? Those are answers that spirit really doesn't want to answer generally.
Okay.
We try to avoid it, right? So
No, she was just talking about a dream before that. Okay.
well, maybe she saw a spirit baby or something. Was she pregnant?
I mean, there are some star seeds. There are some twins getting together. There will be some future star seeds coming in soon, but that's for each one of you to use your discernment.
Yeah.
And figure
So
that
I,
out.
So I pulled a couple higher self guidance cards too from your future higher self. So this is a message from your future you, uh, and it's in messages of encouragement. When you rise to the challenge, it rises to meet you, right? And this is right along with the message Susan said. Get knocked down 8 times, get up 9. It's tough. It's difficult. We all know. We all feel it. Just because we're on here, pulling cards and doing light language and Reiki and other things doesn't mean we don't get pummeled over. Trust me, we both got pummeled over last few days with the energies out there. It's just part of being down here. Everybody experiences it. What we just try to do is try to make that pummeling a little bit less lengthy and less painful and more consistent so you know how to handle the emotions, the flow as it comes through. And Spirit's telling you, your higher self, you are currently under construction. Please be patient, right? And this is especially to people that attended the group healing. You're under construction because you just got yourself a whole new upgrade on all sorts of new software and new hardware, and your body's going to take a little time for that to fully bake in. But once it will, you're going to operate on a new level. You
Well,
pull the
she almost
strings.
always, yeah. Oh, we got pull the strings.
Yeah, I got three more cards. You pull the strings that control your own life. And this is another tough one for us all to realize is that everything that we manifest is what we intend to manifest either consciously or subconsciously. The healing process allows you to kind of rein in your subconscious from manifesting things that you don't want to manifest because it's manifesting things that you need to heal, and you want to manifest things that are more like win the lottery or I meet my new love or whatever. But that doesn't happen until you rein your subconscious in, which means you need to go in and heal. And the next one falls straight in line with this. Intention and action launch your dreams, right? Everything starts with intention. It's intention is the tool, the energy. We can use a lot of focus tools like crystals or pictures or songs or light language, but really it's all intention. Your intention is the spark in your head, that idea, that thought, that intention to allow for things to happen. Everything else that use it, like Harry Potter with the wand, right? It's a focus point. It's a tool. Use those tools to help you focus that intention, whatever resonates with you, right? And answers appear when you release the question, right? And what does that mean? It means if you have a question, put the question and say, I'd like to know this answer. And then it will show up, but not in the time you want. Don't wait for that immediate answer because most likely it won't happen. The minute you release waiting for that answer, that waiting is the problem and it's causing you to wait because you're focusing on the waiting and you're attracting the waiting. And the last message from your future higher self is when you bond with somebody in spirit, you both become a greater force for good. And that's very, very much true as you raise your vibration, as you pull yourself outside of the collective, and I'll call it the collective darkness. It's really just the collective manifestation of everybody that's out there. And there's light and dark in each of us. But a lot of times, you're fighting everybody else for the same thing that you want. And if you move into your own energies, your manifestations come out a lot faster. And when you do that, you remove the power from the collective. And as you remove the power for the collective that's trying to collect the negative stuff, the stuff you see on TV all day, you start manifesting the things that, the love and light things, the rainbows, the unicorns, and all that wonderful things, because you've taken a power away from those that are trying to control you to manifest a specific purpose and manifest what you truly want and what you came here to create. So those are some really nice messages for everybody to help you, inspire you to move forward with the rest of this year. We're in the last quarter of the year. Let's all manifest some beautiful things.
Absolutely. So I don't have any questions. So hold on. She said it was a dream. DNA, the moms were abducted during a pregnancy. That was my dream. I don't have a family, kids. Oh, that's a crazy dream. All right, let's get some fairies. Hey, Tree, how are you?
Sounds like I'm a remembrance almost.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's probably almost like a deja vu thing. Just know we're having some strong dreams. They're really showing us what's going on. A lot of you might be getting pushed towards a little solitude. Just knowing that these are really just times for you to really go within and go into nature and really get to know yourself really right now is what it's saying. Oops, hold on. So think of being alone as a meaning you are all one and in total harmony with everything. The greatest treasures are those that wait silently during the quiet time. So really highly intelligent people are quiet, okay? Solitude, go within, get the knowledge. They're listeners. They are constantly working on themselves. So solitude, as well as being comfortable. You don't need to be insecure. You don't need to be validated by anyone. Just know that you have everything you need within you, and that's a truly solid person. So some of you have some manifestations that might be coming in. So trust that, be honest and clear with what your wish is. So now write it down on paper, manifestation step 1. So some of you might get called to really write down your manifestations, as well as Venus was saying, protect your dreams. Okay, you're getting messages through your dreams, so really try and remember them, pay attention to them, and guiding them and writing them down so you remember them. Because they're bringing you back to your purity of your soul, back to your inner child. Look inside your heart within you to find the answer to the question. Yeah, again, just go within that purity, that innocence, that inner healing, as well as meditation, that you have all the answers that you need that are within. I don't have any questions. Oh, thanks, Tree.
All right, so who's got a question?
Yeah. Butterflies, I love that name. That's cute. And then I got the channel Rock the Boat. So just be aware, things that are trying to throw you off, okay? Just be aware. Not everyone wants a lot of us on our path because we're going to be making the changes that, the overall collective wants to stay in the negativity, whereas some of us are bringing in the light. So they want to fight it as much as possible. So just try not to let it distract you. Stay focused and know that they can only try and distract you with storms around you. They can't really affect you unless you give them the power.
Yeah. I'm feeling called to pull some messages from the universe, from love. These are just little love notes from the universe. Let's see what the universe's love notes want to come out for today. Spirit. Okay. You have what it takes, is what the universe is saying to you. Always follow your heart unless it's been broken. Then you must read this. Back into love, the universe. P.S. Did you know that the hearts are never too big to mend, too small to rebound, or too tired to love again? So that's our message from the universe. So let's do a little love note to let you know you're still loved, you're still capable of love, and you have what it takes to get that love that you're looking for.
All right. Tree's asking, my ex Steven's been calling me, haven't answered, but want to know what he wants. Okay.
We love these questions.
Ooh, now we're getting into the soap opera.
Let's get what the T is on this one. I'm gonna
Yeah,
pull
get
one
this.
card too.
Should get the T
What
cards.
is the T, universe? What
You
is
have
the
your
T?
T cards in? Yeah. Otherwise, I'll do like a faded one and see what we got.
I got fake accounts, fake social media accounts to spy, Facebook, Instagram. Your person's been keeping one hell of an eye on you through some accounts. And the other card I got is creeping. He's sneaking and creeping. That's what's going on. Uh, let's see what the energies are with that.
Yeah, I got communication, so the text's coming in. There's a little uncertainty that's kind of popping out. So I guess there's questioning things. This is yeah, looks like some endings.
Divination abuser. He's getting reads. He's getting reads on you.
Yeah. Well, they're saying loyal. You are manifesting the right person. Just know the cycle. We're going into this new cycle. Your person might need some more time because there's definitely a little bit of this uncertainty. But yeah, the communication's starting to come in. And there was an endings, yeah, transition. So just know there's this transition period, but the Wheel of Fortune's in your favor. So you might have this new beginning that you're gonna have to be asked to step into. So I don't see it as bad. It's gonna be your discernment to see if he's healed or whether you want to take him back or what's going on. In all
What does she
honesty,
feel like? Ask her.
uh,
What do you feel like? What does your body feel? Do you feel anxiety when he's texting you, or do you feel, oh, that's nice?
well, he's not responding to him, so I'm not sure she really.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
And you have to use your body and the energy to, your body knows the energy. You have to see how your body reacts to it. And that's going to be a good part of your discernment.
Let's see what she said. I feel at peace not talking to him. Yeah, so I feel like it. Maybe then you're feeling he's a karmic trying to push you into that new beginning. And a lot of us have had some catalysts, ones that have been around. So just trust that. Yeah, just know the justice is going to come out, okay? This is pushing you into your power. So if that's what you're feeling on it, stick to your intuition.
Yeah, and especially if now you're feeling peace and before maybe you got that anxiety and stuff like that, that's usually telling you they come in for closure, and the closure is generally you feel that peace because the
Yeah.
energy's now not pulling it with you because the contract's been resolved, i.e., you've both
Yeah.
fulfilled your contract, and now it's time to move on and allow new energies to come in. And so sometimes you'll feel that as well, but you got to use your own intuition on this.
Well, she's asking what is sneaking and creeping. That usually just means they have an account they're looking or trying to pay attention, or if they're spiritually, they can just be trying to tap into your energy, going to readers, trying to get into your Akashic. Although those are usually highly protected. So it just that's kind of what it usually
Yeah, and
is. But if it's a past life or karmic or whatever, they're still feeling it. They're still gonna, they're filling that contract, and they're still gonna have those feelings of, not wanting to let you go.
yeah, you're going to have the cords of attachment. And if you go to my YouTube channel, I actually, about maybe a week ago, I put out a healing for removing cords of attachments to help you get rid of those cords, because those cords will stay until you actually kind of truly cut them, because you're allowing it, right? Your subconscious is allowing it, even though consciously you may not. And so what you have to do is you have to clear out that contract and just cut the cords. And if you truly allow it to let go, it will go, because hopefully the trauma is gone, because they'll come back if the trauma is not. So visit my YouTube channel, Silver Fox Spiritual. You can find it there. It's about 500 videos on there, give or take. So plenty of things to help you if you resonate with light language. Um, so how about some questions? I'm dying to answer some other questions. Who's got a
Yeah.
question today? We do love doing the collective stuff, but it's nice to kind of help guide some people over. Is anybody needing an activation, having an issue that they need a cord cut or whatever? We can do that with a light language activation, or at the same point, we can answer some questions. Otherwise, we'll pull some more collectives and we'll talk about the energies.
All right, give it a minute, see if anyone's hopping in. Manny was on here for a while, but I don't know whether he popped on. See who's watching. I think Tree was on. Does anyone have a question? See what's going on. Let's get some music and see what's going on. Channel song is couldn't get it right. Wow. Climax. Okay, so yeah, I mean, it's talking that we're at this end of the cycle. We're going into this kind of gold plated. So knowing we're going into this better version of ourselves. So just trust that. You don't feel like you're not getting it right. You are. You're on the right path. So just trust that. We're in this reality to try and get it right each time we come down. So
If you first don't get succeed, you try again, and you learn, and you take a new path. The key is not making the same choice over and over again and expecting it to change the result. You have to pivot somewhere, and pivot is through knowledge, and knowledge is done through awareness. So once you're aware that there's cycles that you repeat, there's patterns, look at the patterns and then see how you could have chosen differently, and then perhaps choose differently if you feel that's the right choice. And so let's get a collective love message here. We'll see what the energies are for the collective from my hearts. And let's see which heart Spirit wants to give us today. And Spirit is giving us balance. Love is not always about agreeing just for the sake of it. A great relationship is one that supports and challenges. And what does that mean? Why do we say support and challenge? And the reason we say that is because some days you're on top and some days you're on the bottom. But a true relationship is one that allows both parties to support the other when they're down and lift them back up to where they are. And then the other person is down, and it's a reciprocity. I'm tongue tied on that one, but it's a reciprocal action, and that's balance, right? You can't be lopsided, because if it's always tilted to one person in that party, it's going to fall. It's always going to fall. It'll tip over on its own weight over time. But if it's a balance, it may go like this. It may teeter, but there's always somebody catching you. In the end, and it's like it's an interesting dance, and it happens in all different directions. But as you allow it, and you allow the flow, allow one to lead, and then the other one follows, and then back again, then you have that balance of love. And those are the energies that Spirit wants us to do. And I think a lot of us have been tipped through the energies quite a bit this past 2 or 3 weeks. I think I've been feeling it through and through. And guess what? It's now time to take all that new energy, take the stuff that you got rid of, and rebalance your body. Do a spiritual healing, take a spiritual bath, go out in nature, and just hug a tree. Put your feet in some green grass while you still can. If you're in the northern hemisphere while it's still summer, get out there and just allow nature, allow Mother Gaia to take some of that stuff that you just want to get rid of, and get rid of it, and ground, and then take the sun in.
Exactly. You need to get out into nature, release. All right, so let's do some starseed. See what's going on. More the collective. Let's see. What is going on with this portal? Yeah, star ancestors, hidden seekers, lost wisdom. As we already got the wisdom that's coming through. So they're just asking you to look a little deeper. Just guiding you guys really to go within that meditation, taking those walks in nature. It's just clarifying what Larry's already saying, as well as surrender. Okay, so all these, we're picking up on the same energies. So that's what it is. Surrender to it. Okay, stop trying to control it. Know they're trying to guide you, all right? And stop trying to force things, all right? Because they're going to want you to jump in to this adventure and say yes to this change, okay? Because they're bringing it in for you and not to you. So trust it, not getting nervous about it. But, most of us do. We get scared from the change. We're all learning
comfortable.
learning how to be human in a world, but not of it. You know what I mean? So it's not fun being down here all the time with all this chaos, okay? So some of us want to be in that little protective bubble, and that's okay. You're allowed to do that to protect yourself, but just know we are in this reality. We are learning, and sometimes we are going to have to get called to jump in. But some of you are doing some deep cellular healing right now, so just go with it. They're just getting you to push through some of this healing right now. So that's a lot of the purges. And just know they're not going to push you to say, like, jump from 0 to 10. It's baby steps, okay? They're working with where your energy and where you are. So just trust that. They're not going to push you into anything that you can't handle or they're not going to give you guidance for. So stop being scared or being fearful of what you're getting pushed to be into. All right, just trust you're being guided where you need to be. Hello, Pamela. Welcome. We have 5 people in here. So
And
lots of change.
yeah, and to highlight what Susan said, right? It's you choose to move to the path that you want. It just doesn't get thrown upon you. So you have to make a choice to do it. You have to make a choice to heal. You have to make a choice to accept. You have to make a choice to allow. It's just not going to happen through osmosis, right? And that's very important.
All right, does anyone have any questions? Anyone understand the portal? Ask about light language, Reiki, healing, where they are on the journey, how they're feeling, any kind of emotions that are coming up. Now we're not going to get into a lot of the political stuff, but just what's putting you in fear. We went through COVID. We're going through some political times that are going to keep people in separation and that fear tactic. So just breathe through everything. Know that you have control over what you're doing and your healing, and that's the more important thing. And not to get too lost in what's going on and the hidden agendas. But we're here to help people on their spiritual path because once you become enlightened yourself, you help those that are around you. And Larry and I have been through a lot, so we're helping guiding you. And it's not about all our credentials, although I'm sure we have all that we need. It's just we live and we learn, and we learn through pain, and we learn through a lot of chaos that we've been through, and we're sharing it, and we're opening our hearts up to you guys, and we're opening up our light language and our Reiki to truly help those through these times that we probably needed help with, and we've gotten guidance from other people. So, not to be ashamed to ask for help. Certainly, you can do this alone. You don't have to, but there are some of us that are here to help guide you in the way and help you along a little faster. And not make you feel like you're all the way in the dark. There is Soul Family. We are down here. And we know it's not easy, so we're here to be a helping hand to you if you need it.
Yeah, and don't be afraid. Don't be afraid to say something, open up, because there's no bad question, right? It's just about perspectives. And number two is that even the most novice person, somebody who's just entering into this spiritual realm, can have valid points and questions. And we don't all know the answers. If we did, we wouldn't be here. We'd be out of this earth really quick because our energy would be too high and it wouldn't allow us to be in this plane. So we're all learning, we're all evolving. Everybody evolves in a different perspective. And so, be open to listening to those perspectives. You may not agree with it, but you don't have to, because each person is here for their own reason, not the same reason. And so you've just got to be more respectful and allow.
Absolutely. And surrender to the journey. Stop trying to control how things are happening. It's all part of letting go and trusting and having that faith in the universe. All right, so maybe we'll get some more, I'm going to sneeze, like some more love messages. So we did some collectives. I know there's love coming in for some of you, so let's see what we can pull and see what's going on.
I'll get a message or two from the Divine Masculines while you choose your love cards. So for people who are in separation, I'm going to pull a couple messages for the collective. And so let's see what we have, Spirit. Give me like 3 messages. Yeah. And look at that. It's 3 cards through straight out. I didn't have to scream at Spirit. So for some of you, that person is very jealous and possessive right now. They're planning on reaching out to you, and I believe that's come out in a lot of your reads, Susan. I've seen a few of them, and they're planning to reach out, and they know they gave into temptation, right? The temptation is always a test, and if you guys ever watch my morning reads, I do a long read, and my right-hand side, it's usually left-hand side for everybody watching because I flip the screen so you can read the cards. I call that the hamster wheel of karma. That's when you make the choice of temptation, of illusion, of fear. And then there's always the potential side, because you're always one decision away from a better future, a better potential. You just have to use your discernment to get there.
All right, this is a divine masculine. Yeah, I'm getting that. It's hold the line. So stay the course. And then I'm going to do these divine feminine cards to see where we
Oh,
are in
hey.
the journey. And they're, yeah, I haven't pulled these out in a while, so let's do these. You reminded me
I
I
got one
had
of
them.
those decks. I got one of those decks too with Divine Feminine Messages. I used to use it in my reads, and I haven't. You know, I might use one tomorrow in my reads just because you mentioned it.
I get pulled towards it sometimes. So the divine feminine is very impatient right now. And, you know,
Control,
kind of like
control, control.
rolling the eyes, like, so well, it's on both sides. But thinking of the divine masculine, and there's definitely intimacy coming up. So, hello. They might be a little bit in their needy. But the energies are asking you to surrender it. Surrender, release it, okay? Know that it's coming in, letting go of the negativity, listening to the higher wisdom from self, shifting out of the ego and self. So that's for both. Know that we're mirroring each other so that this reconciliation can come in and you can step into your full power, okay? No more
Somebody
chasing.
just released something. I just had this biggest yawn and almost a hiccup. Somebody's releasing.
There's some karma that's getting released, as well as this is really testing your faith right now. So karmic debts are being paid off, okay? That is where the divine feminines are. I mean, I can pull. Let's just, well, you did the divine masculines. They're usually mirroring.
Yeah, usually are. And I feel somebody's third eye is like really, really clogged and foggy. I'm starting to get my eyes getting all burny and stuff.
I'm starting to get a headache or something.
I'm gonna, I'll clear that out in a few seconds here. So let's just set the intention to clear out that third eye, the fog, the headache. Anybody who wants to receive it can receive it. It's for your highest and best good of all, from your higher self outside of polarity with a frequency of love, no harm to anybody. We're going to clear the third eye, and I feel the crown is getting clogged too. Shipa neni du shupa ye pa ye pa pa u shipa u ho pa ya ye pu shu shupa yi pa pa u pa ya pa neni shipa pa u ye pa u shupa pa pa u sha yu pa pa u shupa u shapa neni du shipa pa pa u pa pa hu sha pa u sha neni di pa u pa fu fu pa na fu fu pa u fu ya ya pa fu 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 pa u shi shi wu. All right, so hopefully that helped a little bit. You might feel a little tingly somewhere up in your upper body, your head, your crown, your brow. If you're not familiar with light language, it's just sometimes called light linguistics, soul language. It's just a language that you spoke at a much higher vibration that will bring in codes to tell your body it's time to purge or release a few things. So hopefully that was received well.
Yeah, I felt that released a little bit. So, yeah, just the divine masculines are in this vulnerable, okay? So they're trying to push them into this vulnerability, okay? Feeling fear, doing it anyway, opening up and sharing their weakness, okay? So this is really opening them up and getting them out of ego. Some of them might have a karmic partner or some karma they're dealing with, as well as some toxic addictions. So know that they are working on things. They feel a little bit heartbroken, but they are thinking of this family together. And then they're very nostalgic, thinking about traveling, and they are seeing their synchronicities. So 444, you might be seeing that. But they're definitely getting called to travel. Interesting. And they are thinking of higher commitment. So even though there is separation right now, just know that they are thinking of this commitment. Interesting.
All right, so I pulled some timing cards on that. And so Spirit's being pretty clear about this one today.
Oh, good.
Stop obsessing first. All right, this is the key. Release, allow, stop controlling. And if you can make it that far, and I'm not, it's easy to say, not so easy to do, at a special date, at a special date. So whatever that special date is for you, at a special date, there is a potential for that to happen. And there's going to be communication because I now feel my throat chakra going.
Yeah, it's coming in. I'm definitely channeling. There's a lot coming into union that are ready, but there's some that are still in different waves. So you got to trust where you are and how you're feeling. You're still healing. I know that it's a timing thing. All right, so those are the masculines. Let's see what else we can pull, and then we can wrap it up, I guess.
Okay.
What is anyone have any questions? Well, it's like 9:30. I'm sweating in here. I don't know how. Turn the fan on or something. Does anyone have any questions, the personal questions that Larry and I can answer?
It's all that integration that's going on. That's why you're sweating, because that energy is just chewing through your body.
It is. I got a lot of information on that's processing, that's for sure.
Yeah, it takes time.
Natalie, will Gar express his feelings for you? All right.
Interesting name, Gar.
Yeah, Natalie. Okay. I was doing some collective ones, so let me do these and then we'll jump to what she wants. Okay, so lots of love, acts of service is coming in for the collective. Okay, there might be a third party. Someone has some responsibilities, but you are being guided to this great love. So just trust that. You're in a healing connection, and this is a psychic connection. So this will be your lasting love. There's definitely chemistry, and you will be falling in love, but there is a little bit of time apart right now. You might be friend zoned at this point because there's too much stuff going on. All right, so just trust it. But there's this proposal, and you are going to be asked to give it a benefit of the doubt. So let's see what Natalie needs for Gar. Even though he lives in Europe. Okay, so that definitely seems like a twin if they're across the seas.
Okay. Yeah, and just know that your soulmate, your twin, however you want to describe it, because it's just a label, they will travel to the ends of the earth when the timing is right, and it's all kind of decided up above us through our higher selves when that timing is right, and when it is, all of a sudden magic happens, and what seemingly is impossible will be possible. So you have to be patient.
They want you to use your intuition right now because they're saying the response is unknown. Interesting. Let's see what we can get some more. So no, there are catalysts, there are karmic twins that will get you ready and prepared for the real one.
I got the same part.
Yeah, so just know that because I had one out in California years ago that never showed up, and that was definitely a lesson. But let's see. Hopefully yours shows up and it's the real deal. So just know everything is teaching us lessons to get us prepared for where we need to be. So it's about that trusting and knowing. Yeah, I'm getting this caution triggers. It's triggering you, okay? Just know you're manifesting your lessons right now and their triggers. So it is saying things may come around and you might see this person or your person's going to be coming in the spring. So just trust that. It doesn't seem like it's coming around any specific time soon. So let's see what else we have with Gar.
And also, for any of you that are asking about these, we can do some really specific, nice spreads, like a mini, which is $20 and $40 for a full. Full's going to take. We can't do them on these shows because it's just too long. It takes about 40 minutes. We really got to go deep into the energies, allow you to ask questions and answer it and stuff like that. So if these kind of things really are troubling you, we tell you don't get too many reads at once. What you want to do is get a read, allow it to bake in, and then go for a different read at a different time. But if it is in that place, we do offer it. You can see the prices on my page here on my side of the screen. It's 20 for a mini, 10 for messages from your person, and that'll be a couple decks worth of messages, not the onesies or twosies you'll see here for free, and $40 for a full. That full is probably going to be somewhere between 20 minutes to an hour, depending upon what the energies are wanting to present itself. But reach out to either one of us. We both do readings. Susan does a lot more shall we say, broader readings than I do. I try to concentrate more on love, but I'll do general ones. Love is where I love to sit. Susan does love. She does general. She'll do some mediumship. Those are the things that I don't generally do. I might try to pick up a set of cards at one point that help with it, but mediumship just hasn't interested me. She does Reiki. I do light language. And so we have a wide variety of services that are available to you if you guys are looking for something a little bit more deep than just a simple answer here. So
Yeah.
with that, let's see if we got any more questions before we
Yeah,
wrap
and
it
then I'm
up.
gonna finish up with Natalie. I have a couple more that came out, and then yeah, and I'm gonna be starting to do like a life path one for next month. So I'm working on that. So I think that they're saying, your soulmate's gonna be coming in, and it does say so. You might have both coming in. You might have a soulmate and a twin. It's saying spring into summer. They really want to get you into this water energy, which is just going with the flow, getting into your creativity, focusing on you. And this is trying to get you out of the ego right now. You feel like you're a little indecisive, and this person might be feeling like a little hot and cold to you. So know that there's some things that are hidden that are going to be coming up, and this might be triggering there for your healing journey. But this is all putting you into this well balanced energy for the right person to come in. Okay, so be aware. I wouldn't say unfaithful, but that this could be not the right person or the real person, because it does have third party, or that they're not necessarily cheating, but they're more focused on something else at this point, which could be their career. But I'm definitely seeing definitely by the spring or next summer, your person's going to be coming in.
Yeah, third parties a lot of times are not just a other woman, other man. A lot of times it's family and friends, it's kids. I mean, there's just other obligations that are out there that are meant to keep them stuck until they choose a different path or they choose themselves.
Well, and this is part of the journey too. So you're both on it. You can both decide. There's choice in it, but there's also, when you find your person and they're ready and you're ready, there is going to be no hesitation. It's going to be the ease and flow. So if someone's still triggering you, or someone's in and out, or someone's not treating you the way you think, that's still subconsciously you're welcoming that in. That means you're not ready. So keep bringing it back to yourself and that healing, because you learn that the hard way. You're saying, oh, well, they have commitment issues. Well, no, because if you're truly mirroring it and you're truly partners, there's something within you that is fighting that as well. So always bring it back to yourself. Never get into this. Me and I are big on this. Like, don't keep blaming the other person. It's a hard healing journey. We have to keep bringing it back to ourselves, because it's showing us what we need to heal inside. And the right person will step up when they're ready, as well as when you're aligned and you're healed. You will bring in that person. They will be attracted to you. There's going to be no hesitation. So just trust that.
You can't heal anybody else. You can only heal yourself. And a lot of us, I have to really reiterate what Susan said, because it should be shouted, it should be painted on every spiritual thing. The only thing in this world that you can control and heal is yourself. And so you work on yourself. And as you work on yourself, your energy and your frequency gets to a place where you're attracting what it is that you want. You're not controlling it, you're allowing it, right? And what's the difference between controlling and allowing? It's expectations, right? You're controlling it. You want to know, when is it? Where is it? Why is it? Whereas allowing it just kind of just shows up in front of your face and like, oh wow, there's a banana here and I was hungry, right? And so that's it's a fine line, but that's what keeps us stuck all the time, is because we need, we have to have, and that's all control. And trust me, I'm as bad as everybody else in wanting things and, you know, really needing things. And you know what it does is just blocks me all day long. And, you get stuck and then you get in a funk and then, you melt down and boom, you're back in square one again on that hamster wheel of karma. And, it's not an easy path, but you gotta take it one decision at a time, and every day just try to choose the happy path rather than the sad path.
Well, yeah, it's all a healing journey. It's not easy. It's some angel guided, but just trust yourself, okay? Everything's happening for a reason. Everything that's being guided to you is for a reason, okay? Once you start realizing that and just seeing through what's happening, and stop acting like a victim in it, you start to take a little bit more control of it, okay? They want you guys to start doing the work, okay? We were sent here for a reason. People are awakening. People aren't realizing, this 3D, they're getting pushed in to do the work, okay? Getting into that heart, getting into that solar plexus, okay? Some of you need to cut some cords from some negativity around you to make sure you're doing
Explain to
that.
them the work, because I think a lot of people hear the work and they
Yeah.
don't understand it. So maybe you should give them a few words on that.
Absolutely. And then surrender. So the work is we all have a trigger. I think I got in a car accident. You start to realize your job isn't what you want it to be, your relationship, your life, your soul path. It's just starting to slow things down and peeling those onions of a lot of those programs that we've had since childhood. Some of you might go into some inner child healing, realizing, your parents, you need to forgive them. They only did as much as they could, but everything happens for a reason. We're on this path. We experience everything. Not all of us have had easy childhood lives. Everything's happening for a reason to put you into soul purpose. So it's just having you slow down enough that you're going to start to see and get to know yourself. And there's no force, don't need to rush into it. Take your time with it. It's around surrendering and letting go, and your body will start to heal itself slowly. Okay, it's a process, and it's a long process. I've been at least on it for over 10 years. I mean, some people have been on a lot longer. Some of us have done this in different lifetimes. So just trust your body. Your body's wanting you to be happy and be at that more peaceful state. So we're unpeeling all those layers of onions. We're putting boundaries around those toxic people around us. We're starting to say no. We're starting to take back our power and not giving it away to other people. That's taking away our joy. So it's not an easy journey, but there are blessings because, like, Larry has his gifts that are coming on. My gifts are coming on to help people. Our energies are healing for people that are around us. So there's definitely blessings, and there's definitely abundance that comes through because even though neither one of us have our day jobs, we are still blessed with our bills getting paid. God does provide, or higher source does start providing for you at some point when you start stepping into your path. And it's about trusting that and knowing that we're not meant to be living these 9-to-5 jobs and in this toxic relationship, toxic jobs, toxic, anything that we're not having our joy stolen from us. So it's about trusting, and whether you want to do it on the journey, and you don't have to. You can stick your head in the sand and you can decide to do it next time around. You don't have to. There is a choice, but there are blessings to be had, and a lot of you signed up for this. So they're going to push you into it, and your guides and your angels will start sending you signs and trying to get you moving along. As well as they've got me and Larry out here trying to help you as well.
Yeah. And let me tell you something, everybody goes through that dark path. I mean, I was going through a really dark time in my life, and Susan came over and she's like, "Hey, get your ass off the couch, come on, let's do some readings, let's do some live stuff." And you know what? I got up and got myself off the couch. I could have sat there wallowing in my misery and depression, but I didn't, right? And you're going to find that person or people that are going to do the same thing for you. They're going to give you a little bit of a push. And you know what? You can choose to sit on the couch or watch all the TV in the world. I've seen every end of Netflix there is, and crime. I've gotten to the off English shows now because I've watched every other show out there. But in the end of the day, you can make a choice every day, and every day you can choose. Do I want to sit on the couch? Some days you just need to because you need to just recharge, relax, integrate. And there's going to be those times, but be kind to yourself, and also at the same time, if somebody's lending you a hand, perhaps be open to that lending hand. And a lot of us, because we're in such a trauma response, we don't want to open up because we got to do it ourselves. And why do I got to do it myself? Because everybody has disappointed me from day one till, from the time I was a kid onwards. And a lot of time we don't allow the help that's there in front of us because we don't see it. And why don't we see it? Because we're in a trauma response. And so what we try to just reach out to you and say, look, there's people out there. It may be just the person that bumps into you and gives you a smile and says, hey, how are you doing? Or, hey, I got an extra cup of coffee. Would you like it? Right? Or, hey, would you like to get in front of the line because you got one item, I've got 50. Those little small acts that you can do, acts that anybody else can do. But if you recognize and allow it, you'll start to learn to receive. And that's that's a huge block to abundance is most people don't know how to receive. They don't know how to receive a gift because they've never gotten one. They've always been the giver. They've always overdone it on their side. And so take a step back, recognize the blessings that you have, even if they're the smallest ones, they are blessings.
All right, well, this is the last card that I tried to put them back, and look what came out. It says, expect a miracle. So you guys need to really...
Look at how happy she is. That is a
she's
happy
closed
angel.
up, she's trusting, and look at her, she's just open to receiving. She's
in bliss.
Yeah, so that's where you need to be. Oh, I have a question too. We're going to leave it on that. Oh, thank you. Zalea, will Marcelo talk to me during homecoming? Oh, all right. Sounds like a love fun. Oh, Marcelo. Let's go back. Marcelo talked to me during homecoming. Homecoming, is that like college or high school?
I know it. I got two. I got two answers for my deck. I'm going to see what yours say.
Yeah, I got, wow, okay. It says it's unclear, but I got yes and then I got a no, so it seems unclear. What did you get?
I got indeed and night. So perhaps homecoming night, if there's a homecoming dance or something where you guys are together that night, I think you might get that little hello.
Well, just know you're manifesting it, so you might be in your head a little bit stuck. So just be aware of that. Make your mind clear that you want him to talk to you. Oh, that's sweet. Let's see what we got. Let me get on that faded encounter and see what it is more detail. Is there some love going on in there? All right, let's see. What's going on? Oh, wow. Okay. It says, so this is to stand in your power. Know you can attract this in. So really know who you are. And if these events come in, he'll come into your energy, okay? Stay in your strength. Wow.
And
Okay.
I got wait. It says, oh, don't rush into it. Allow nature to take its course. So that's probably why you got the maybes. If you just allow it to happen when it happens instead of expecting it to happen, it may happen. Sometimes the expectation.
Get
Yeah.
all the obsession of it.
Expectations are what blocks everything
Because
because it only leads to disappointment.
you'll sabotage it, push it away.
I could tell you all the years of that one I've had. So that's a lesson I am still working on, but not quite there yet.
Yeah, I remember all those guys I was interested in high school. Not even the slightest bit interested in me. Sad. Yep. But
not really. It was their loss.
They're lost now. So I'm not worried about it. Oh, good. Texas girl named Perry. All right, any other questions? Others are going to wrap it up. We had that expect miracles. I think we're going to leave it on that. I mean, you can't get any better than that. Really, it's you being intentional about your life and knowing that everything's meant to happen. And if you expect miracles, if you know they're possible, they can happen in your life, okay? So if you don't and you stay in that negative mindset, that's what you're going to bring in. So you really need to stay in that positivity of what the universe can deliver to you.
And 1 hour and 11 minutes into the live here, so we're getting some divine guidance here.
All right, sounds good to me. All right, so let us know. Larry and I are going to be on here now, going on. What are we doing? Monday and Wednesday nights now?
Yeah, Monday and Wednesday nights. We'll see how it goes. We're going to try to find the right time slot where we'll get enough questions to be able to, allow for the time. So the more consistent we are, hopefully the more consistent you guys will be. Notifications being turned on is really the best thing you can do. So just make sure you like, follow, share, and subscribe. I'm going to post this on YouTube in my Twin Flame channel. I'm sure Susan's going to start posting it in hers. Please make sure that you follow her on her YouTube channel. It's very new, so you're going to have to search for her. But make sure you put it in and give everybody your YouTube channel again, Susan.
Susan Molyneux 888. I have 4 8s, so it's like this one, Susan with 3 8s. So kept it simplified. But yeah, reach out. Larry's got more on his YouTube. I'm just starting it. Mine mostly are posted on TikTok, Facebook, and Instagram. And then reach out. Make sure you're following Larry on his YouTube for his light language. Reaching out to either one of us for readings or messages that you might need. We'll be on here Mondays and Wednesdays. I'm usually on Sundays and Wednesdays for mine, but maybe I'll switch it to Sundays and Thursdays. And then we both do postings. So they're collective readings. So reach out to us for personal stuff. If you're interested in light language to help release any kind of emotions you have, Reiki, love, career, whatever it is you're looking for, reach out to us, let us know. Thank you for following, liking, and sharing, and asking questions and being interactive. It helps with these lives.
Yep, and if you guys come visit us on YouTube enough, We'll do some lives on YouTube and maybe make some membership
Yeah.
healings and stuff like that, where it's only available to the people that are in a membership at reasonable at a reasonable rate, where there's special, more than one question kind of things that would be for a membership. So if anybody's interested, just
Yeah.
follow, share, subscribe, and follow us, and we'll see you on what is today? Today's Monday, so we'll see you Wednesday night
Yeah.
around the same bat time. Somewhere between 8 and 9, depends on what our schedules are.
Your
Uh,
drop off. Well, and remember, if you want to do a donation, we did the group healing, and the newer one was out this Sunday, so you can donate to either one of us, and we will send you that link. It's an hour healing with we did violet flame meditation, some Reiki. Larry did some light language. We did some bringing in money and abundance. So it's recorded. You can sit and listen to it. We just ask that you donate anywhere from like $20 to $50, depending on it is a lot of energy that we put into it.
And it was a huge, huge system upgrade. So for those of you who are just feeling like you're just at the edge of your gifts starting to come in, the
Yeah.
gifts generally will come in only after a good hardware and software reboot of your body and your systems. That's what we pulled in. We pulled in all the codes for upgrades and for releasing things that keeping things stuck. So it's a really powerful healing. It's a great way to end the year, and you can listen to it more than once. You'll still get the benefits of it.
All right. Well, you guys have a good night. Thanks for joining.
Cheers.
See you Wednesday night. Bye.